What's going on YouTube? Only here, aka Julian Cusses, and welcome back to another unboxing and figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Black Series figure in the collection. Today we are going to be looking at Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian and Grogu from the new movie coming out in May, Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and of course turn on the post notifications so you do not miss an upload. So, with all my figure reviews, we're going to go ahead and unbox the figure, take a look at the box art front and back, and with Black Series, we're going to go ahead and read the description as well that it gives us. And of course, we're going to take a look at the paint scale, detail, and compare them with other figures from different lines to similar lines, and all that good stuff. And then we'll get my overall thoughts and review at the very end of the video, like we always do with all my figures. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mandalorian and Grogu. So with this figure, I believe he was up for pre-order back in March, and early March, and he released around, I want to say, the 27th, I believe. But there's also a white edition box, which is like the an exclusive. The only difference is in a white box. That's the only real difference. But it's all the same stuff that you get inside. This guy will run you about $35, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe $30, $35 retail. Really affordable. Probably the best Mando we have in the Black Series so far. I mean, there's also one from the Book of Boba Fett, which is a similar look, just is missing a handful of accessories. This one has a bunch of accessories. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if you count Grogu as an accessory, I guess not, considering the saying and Grogu, so he's like a figure too. But the only thing is, he's not really articulated, so gonna have to get another Grogu for this guy, because I'm not a big fan of this one, because all he does, he sits on the shoulder and that's it. But yeah, this guy's going to include a lot of stuff. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. It's going to be this all blue line right here. It says Mandalorian Grogu, Hasbro, warning choking hazards of ages 3 years and younger. Cannot have this figure. But when you're 4 years old, you can have it. It says it up here, the Black Series. Top of the box has nothing, and the bottom of the box is pretty much all the copyright claims, all that good stuff, and the SKU number and all that. Side of the box right here has an open window, and on this side is the nice art of Mandalorian and Grogu. On the back of the box, it has 5 different languages of a little summary of who Mando is. It says Mandalorian the Black Series, a blown-up photo of the art that we had on the side of the box, and of course all the different warning, choking hazard labels in various different languages, and of course owned by Disney and Hasbro. So let's go ahead and read this little summary. The Mandalorian and his young apprentice Grogu embark on a thrilling adventure as they travel the galaxy. That's all we're going to get, because they don't want to spoil us in the new movie. But if you don't know who Mando is, his official name is Din Djarin, who is played by, what's his name? He's the one that played Mr. Fantastic in the most recent, Pedro Pascal, there you go. That's the one that plays him. And Grogu, a little summary about him, if you haven't seen the show, spoiler alert, he is a 50-year-old baby Jedi that survived Order 66 during Episode 3 and all the way throughout. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, it has an amazing series, has 3 seasons, but I think you got to watch the first 2 seasons, then the Book of Boba Fett season, and then the very final season to understand the entire story of the Mandalorian and Grogu. Really, really fun series. It takes place, I want to say, after Episode 6 and way before Episode 7. So it takes place after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take this guy out of the box and see what all it looks like inside. Okay, now we have Mando and Grogu out of the box with all the accessories included with this figure. Now, again, this Grogu thing, I really wish it was similar to the one they did with the Luke Skywalker and Grogu figure, where they put those two together and he was able to move around. This Grogu, unfortunately, is stuck in a holding on the back pose. That's the only downside to this Grogu. I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, he's going to be stuck like this. His feet is molded. I mean, you can probably rotate. Yeah, that's as far as you can rotate that. His foot's stuck up here, and the only thing that's articulated is these little arms and the head. So yeah, that's the only downside to this Grogu. But other than that, it's not a Grogu. I'm not going to be upset about it. But I would really have recommended having a completely different Grogu, like the one from the Luke Skywalker pack when he's training him on that planet in the Mando series. Ooh, real heavy spoiler right there. I apologize. But, yeah, pretty much, yeah. There's going to be a lot of spoilers when I'm talking about Star Wars stuff, so I apologize. I really, really do. Anyway, moving on. That was Grogu. He's a very little small... I don't even consider it a figure. It's more of an accessory, in my opinion. He's just... It kind of sucks. I really wish this wasn't a natural, like, little fig that he can walk around and stuff, so... Real bummed about that. But anyway, this is the main attraction right here is Mando. So he comes with the sword. Again, I have no idea what the sword is for until we watch the movie. Then we'll figure out what the sword is for, because the only thing I know that he had sword related was the dark saber. But again, I have no idea why he has a sword, so we won't find out until the actual movie comes out this coming May. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Then, of course, he has his little pistol blaster. And he has what seems to be like a sniper rifle that he had in the beginning. I forgot the name of it. And lastly, we have his jetpack here, which I am kind of upset. I don't think, because I think in the show, it like clips onto here. But this jetpack doesn't have that ability, so that kind of sucks. He's going to have to probably hold it. Or I don't know where I'll put it at. Because it's supposed to, like, when he wears it, it, like, clips on right here. But I guess not. We're not going to have that. And it's just all one basic silver color. That's all it is, matching his armor. And interestingly enough, which is really rare, he comes with an extra hand. I've never seen that before. They've never done this before. They gave us an extra hand for Mando. So that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and move these little accessories out the way. We're going to keep Grogu here because we're going to go ahead and take a look at the scale of both of these guys. So let's go ahead and get Grogu out of the way and see how tall he is. So little Grogu here, it's kind of hard to tell, but he's just over 1.5 inches tall. He's a little baby man. 1.5 inches tall, and in centimeters that makes him just shy of 3 centimeters tall. He's like Hello Kitty. He's 3 apples tall, guys. And taking a look at Din Djarin right here, the Mandalorian. We're going to go ahead and take a look at his height. His helmet does not come off, unfortunately, so we're not going to have a Pedro Pascal face underneath. It's going to be one solid gray face underneath. He's going to be just shy of 6 inches. He's going to be looking at about 5.8, 5.9 inches tall. And in centimeters, that's going to be just about 14 centimeters. So he's going to be just about 14 centimeters, maybe like 14.01 centimeters tall, so that's pretty cool. Now, comparing him with other figures in the line, here is his new partner in crime, Boba Fett. Boba Fett is going to be a little bit taller and chunkier than him. That's pretty cool. I do love this new Boba Fett, by the way. Here is the SH Figuarts Son Goku, The Games Begin. And lastly, here is the SH Figuarts Undertaker, who is going to tower over him just a tad bit. Alrighty. Awesome. Now they got that down, let's go ahead and take a look at the paint and scale and paint and detail on this guy. It's going to be pretty basic colors. We have an all chrome type silver going all around here in all the important areas. The only one that seems a little bit damaged and dirty is probably this one. It doesn't look like they finished all the way, but I think it's supposed to look a little weathered compared to the other armors. I do not know why, but this one has more weathering than the other pieces of armor on him. Looks like he's rocking a new cape, so he's having a full back cape. Looks like a Helldivers type cape rather than his little side cape he had. So he's rocking a full back cape right here, which looks really cool. But if you wanted to put the jetpack, I guess it goes off to the side right here. And it inputs right here. We have this nice, what looks to be like a chocolate-like brown going on around the boots. Little straps and all that good stuff, the belt area. Yeah, it does have little bullets right here, which are painted all silver. Gauntlets are nice and detailed right here. Really nice detailing going on around here. There we go. We got a nice little shade of blue right there. Just the only other color is just that one little blue on the hands, and that's about it. Knee guard, these little knee guards right here, and this what looks like stomach armor, I guess, like little padding going on right here. Is this nice smoke gray color going on here. And then we have what seems to be a very dark blackish type gray right here. And then the gloves are black with little brown chocolate-like fingertips right there. And the visor is a full solid black. Awesome. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the articulation on this guy. So he should have the new updated butterfly joints, but aren't really going to move that much because the armor right here is going to stop it. It has this floating shoulder piece armor right here that's put into the peg, which looks really well. He can get his arm up like this, go down. It could go probably more, but the shoulder pad is going to stop it. He can do 360 maybe, kind of, but the shoulder pad is going to be in the way, which I don't want to really ruin that. Double ball peg at the neck, one at the head. As you can see, the little head is like melted into the helmet, so it's not going to come out. It's a silver head instead of a gray head. Awesome. We have a single joint hinged elbow. They can stop there. It goes about here, and it can swivel, which is really nice. We do have forearm. The little gauntlets can move, so we have somewhat of a forearm joint right here going on. And I think we're going to have those weird, yeah, we do. I hate these joints so much. So the ankle joints are still using the, this hand will go like this, and this hand will go like that ordeal. Not a big fan of when they do that. We have very limited ab crunch because we do have a joint that goes right here and right here at the waist. But it's going to be very limited because of all this padding and armor that's in the way. It's a really letdown about it, so it's really limited. I think the best way to do is if you can get rid of the gray piece, but it's going to be part of the figure, so that's the only thing. And plus, once you shift it, it becomes crooked. I just noticed that out the package. It is a bit crooked right here, this little padding right here, so I'm doing my best to get it back in place, but it's going to take me a while when I adjust this for posing on the shelf. Leg joints, he can do a really good split. He can kick forward. Can't really kick back much because he has butt cheeks right here. Single hinge knee, and he does have a swivel as well at the peg. And I don't think he has a shin. No, he does not. He doesn't have shin swivel, but he does have an ankle rock really well at the hinge and peg. And it can rock side to side, and it can bend up and down, but no toe joint. No toe joint like the Boba Fett over here. He has toe joints. So looking about over 20 points of articulation, but some of them are very limited, so you're going to be looking at about maybe actual 15 points that can actually move around to your liking. And for Grogu over here, he only does have little ball-pegged arms that go up and down right here. His little patitas right here that are solid molded that can stay like that. It can rotate just very little. That's about it. And his little head can go 360 all the way around because it's on a little ball peg. That's about it. It can't really look down, can't really look up, but it can't even switch side to side. It can just look around. That's about it. There you go. Ugh, sorry about that. Anyway, so this has been Mando and Grogu. In my personal opinion, it looks great. I do like the look at this Mando figure, but the articulation is pretty subpar. I mean, you're paying almost $30 for this guy, maybe a little more, and I'm not a big fan of the articulation, only because there's a lot of restrictions going on in the torso area. But that's really about it. I mean, he looks great. The arms function the way they're supposed to be. The legs function fine. The head is fine as well. Just really wish we had a Pedro Pascal head underneath this helmet. And the Grogu, I really wish it was like that other figure with Luke Skywalker that comes with a Grogu. He can do that. Instead, he has to be up here all the damn time. He's just going to be up here the entire time. Other than that, it's a great figure to have if you want a new Mando figure. Is it the best option? By all means, no. But budget-friendly, it is a great option. He looks really well. I probably just have to get used to the abdomen area. This is the only downside to it. But I do love Mando as a character, so I'm kind of glad to have him in the collection, especially to have him next to Boba Fett. Really nice. Overall, honest opinion and review, as though I am a real big fan of the Mandalorian series, this figure itself, I want to say it's a 7. I just wish they gave us a better Grogu with actual articulation and did better with the abdomen area. I know they got to work with what they got, but this abdomen is hectic. You can't crunch whatsoever, and you can't go back whatsoever. That's as far as you can go before starting to use the legs. It's bad. It's pretty bad. It's mostly meant to look aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and it does. I mean, it has some articulation, but again, this entire area, I think it needs a rework or something. So, this has been Only signing out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.